In honor of 30 years of The Lion King, and with the most recent release of Mufasa the Lion King coming out just a few weeks ago, let's go ahead and rank every single Lion King film from the worst to the best. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Tim, and I talk all things Disney, which includes the Lion King franchise. If you enjoy talking all things Disney just as much as I do, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm going to rank my personal list from the worst to the best, all 5 Lion King films. So join me down in the comments below, ranking all 5 of the Lion King films. Without further ado, let's dive in. At the bottom of the list is going to be The Lion King, specifically the 2019 version of the film. Now, obviously, this story in and of itself is already great. The Lion King is a great movie. But they take all the things you love about The Lion King and dull it down. So they lose facial expressions and everything is not very vibrant. It seems dull, it lacks color, it lacks the kind of charm and magic of the original. Plus, on top of that, I think the voice acting here is not all that great, other than maybe Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner playing Pumbaa and Timon respectfully. Both of them did a really solid job, as well as John Connie as Rafiki, but other than that, the voice acting here is kind of eh. I do have to give a shout out here to James Earl Jones, though, in reprising his role, and he did once again a fantastic job. But even his version of the character, I would say in this one isn't as strong as the one in the original film. Plus, on top of that, I think they did an absolute massacre to Scar. I think Chitwell Iofor did a okay job portraying the character, but they really just made him really pathetic. And on top of that, they ruined, in my opinion, one of the greatest Disney villain songs of all time, and Be Prepared. They literally kind of made it like this rap spoken word style thing, and it doesn't really work, and it just is nowhere near the original film. It just falls flat in every single category, and that's why it is at the bottom of this list.
That's true. He hates you the most.
Making a massive leap up to number 4, we have Lion King.
Wait. Hold on a second. 3? What's with the 3? No. The 3 has got to go.
Timon, you can't use 2. There's already been a 2.
Ooh, you got a point there, big fella. It's not a sequel anyway.
Yeah, more like a behind the sequel.
A what, a hoquel?
Oh, you know, an in-between quill.
That's it. Pumbaa, my muse. It's genius. There. Now this title's a knockout.
Timon and Pumbaa take center stage of this movie, and it's pretty decent. It's been a while since I rewatched this movie, and it was better than I remembered it. Granted, as a Timon and Pumbaa fan, I am ecstatic that they had kind of their own unique flavor and interpretation of the events of The Lion King, and plus on top of that, we get to see a little bit more of Simba's time with Timon and Pumbaa, which is always a fun treat. And we also get to see the story that Timon and Pumbaa share of their friendship, their relationship, and also them finding Hakuna Matata together. Overall, I really honestly enjoyed this film for the most part. It's not as good as the rest of this list, and it does have, of course, the direct-to-DVD animation and the direct-to-DVD problems, but overall, it's not terrible by any means, and it's actually pretty decent.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
Moving to number 3 is Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. This is actually one of the first direct-to-DVD sequels that Disney ever did, releasing 4 years after the original film. We get introduced to some brand new characters like Kovu, Kiara. We get introduced to the villain Zira, who I guess had some form of a relationship with Scar, because Kovu is definitely the son of Scar. Even though they don't say he is, he definitely is. I mean, come on. They look identical. But what I love here is that they continue the story Shakespeare style. So The Lion King is somewhat based off Hamlet, and they continue that with this one being based off Romeo and Juliet. I think they actually did a really solid job here. Timon and Pumbaa always are fun in this one. It's cool to see Simba in this leadership role and just kind of dealing with trying to live up to his father, but at the same time trying to protect his pride. I thought they did a really good job with his character arc, as well as Kovu's character arc here is really solid as well. I do enjoy this one. In my personal opinion, this is one of the best direct-to-DVD sequels by far. And so this one's really solid. The pacing can be a little quick. It is a short movie, but overall it is quite enjoyable. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Mufasa, the Lion King, the most recent addition to the Lion King franchise. And this one, compared to the others, the reason why it's ranked as high as it is because I really honestly enjoy the story of this one. It's a story I know I've wanted to see for a long time, to see how Mufasa becomes king, how Scar becomes the villain we know and love, and I think they did a really solid job here. While the songs aren't as good as some of the other ones on this list, nor is, of course, the villain any better than some of the other villains on this list, it still is a very solid time. It's not the best it could be. I think there's still some more potential, but I think Barry Jenkins did a really solid job with this movie, and overall it was a enjoyable time. But coming in at number 1 without a shadow of a doubt is The Lion King, the original animated film that came out in 1994, 30 years ago. And I mean, this is almost perfection for a Disney animated movie. You have amazing characters, an amazing story. You have absolutely amazing songs. The visuals here are absolutely stunning. I mean, just the film looks beautiful in every way, shape, and form. And the moments here that the story has, the emotional moments, are absolutely phenomenal. One of my favorite scenes ever, it's actually at the picture right above me, is the scene with Simba and Mufasa talking to one another, and Mufasa trying to help him remember who he is, and Rafiki kind of like helping, encouraging him with a bump to prove it. And I mean, just, it's a phenomenal story with some of the best Disney characters of all time, and also the best Disney villain of all time with Scar. I mean, this film is literally almost perfect. I don't believe anything is perfect in this world, but this movie is pretty darn close, and that is why it's at number 1. That being said, that is my list, so let me know yours down in the comments below. Let's chat all things Lion King down below. If you enjoyed this video, please get a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me know what you like, what you don't like. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. If you want more Lion King content, I actually have the Mufasa review up on the channel. I have it located here that you can go ahead and watch it. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.